You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, September 29th, 2022.
Ooh, Dave was teaching me earlier.
Cool.
Fry.
Hello,
Hey!
and welcome to Wasting All the Time, an improv comedy podcast of which this is season 2, meaning we are better now. My name is John, and with me are my two cohorts, Dave
Hello.
and Cody.
That's me, Cody.
Usually we have a fourth cohort, Jess, but she is on a mini sabbatical right now. We're looking forward to her getting back, though. But in the meantime, this is a red episode, and that means I'm in charge. Whose idea was that? It's a terrible idea.
We were young and foolish.
Mm-hmm. So as I mentioned mere seconds ago, this is an improv comedy podcast, meaning that everything you're hearing right now is being made up on the spot. I did not write this down in my voluminous notepad ahead of me. But that notepad is blank, except for some random scribblings of numbers that I don't know what they're from because it's been a week since I was in this office. So we're gonna do some improv scenes. It's arranged in segments, which is a word you should know. And if you don't, then go look it up. I'm not your dad. And so with that all explained, really, I think marvelously well, let's kick it off to the first segment, which sounds like this.
And now it's time for John to break shit down. Now entering the Jonologue.
So I want to talk a little bit about hole punchers, and then we can go back to what we were doing. So hole punchers, they're that kind of ubiquitous office tool, like a 3-hole punch. Sometimes you get a 2-hole punch for like filing, stuff. And have you ever noticed how they're everywhere. They're in your way. They're sitting on top of the shit that you need to get to until the day you actually need to punch holes in some shit. And then where is it? I can't find it. It's very upsetting. And the reason for that is the hole punch fairies. Now the hole punch fairies are ancient beings. I almost said mythological beings, but they are very real people. They are very real. And they come out of the little air conditioner grates in your office, and they move your hole punch at moments when you need them. They actually exist in this sort of temporal time space weird thing. And so in fact, when they come and steal your hole punch, it's actually like been stolen for like a day or two.
Damn. Very real. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Good,
So anyway,
good
that's
catch
just,
there.
Something that we all should be aware of.
Thank you.
I think.
Darn
Thank you for that.
tiddly tootin'. Wait.
Now that we have done that, it is time to move things along to our next segment, Fruitwards.
Yes.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go fruitwards.
Well, now it's time to play Fruitwards. Fruitwards is a game we play utilizing cards of two kinds and colors. Red cards are nouns and green cards are adjectives. We are going to draw one card of each color, and improvise a scene inspired by those words. But we do not draw physical cards here. Nay, not. We have an app for that, designed by our stunningly handsome patron, Unexampled Salt. He's our favorite patron. It's I don't think I'm supposed to say that on the air, but I mean it's true. So sorry, other patrons. He's just very handsome. I can't help it. Yes, so he has developed an app for us. I no longer have an Android phone, alas, so I am on the browser version. Yes, there's a browser, fruitwards.com, and it works the same as the app, only you have to load it in a browser window like a barbarian. I have drawn cards, and our cards today are Dead Eradication.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Whoa.
So, dead, so constructed as not to transmit sound, soundless as a dead floor. Interesting choice of definition there.
Okay.
Eradication, the state of being plucked up by the roots. So neither of those, when I flipped them over, said what I expected them to say.
Right. Take that, the rules.
All right. So, I really appreciate you coming out and doing the assessment and everything. I think we're on the same page here as far as costs and everything like that. And I'm just about ready to sign on the dotted line. But I just want to kind of for me, just kind of a little peace of mind. I just want to make sure that this is going to be discreet and that the neighbors aren't going to know that any of this has been going on in my backyard this whole time. It could really bring property values down. So please tell me you're discreet.
Yes, discretion is our watchword, sir.
Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I kind of read that between the two of you, like when one of you would be talking to me, the other one would be looking back behind, checking the corners and everything like that, and and then when the other one would talk to me, sorry, Bill. When Bill 1 would be talking to me, and then Bill 2, each other would be checking the peripherals and everything. And so I gathered the discretion was there, but I just had to ask. Sorry, silly of me, but I had to ask.
It's okay. Yeah. It's understandable. Not everyone understands how serious matters like this are. Which is why you came to us. We've been in this trade for many years now, many years.
Decades even. Yes.
We don't like to let that get around too much, though. So if you could just keep it to years if you ever make a referral.
Yeah. Okay. So I was kind of shocked to find out that some people use bombs for this, and some people use traps with sharp knives that go ching down into the ground. All of those things are too conspicuous as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, we use a totally different method. It's very ancient, truly. Which is that if you'd like to observe,
am I allowed
I place this glove on my hand, and
that's a nice glove.
Yeah,
don't forget the little jelly.
Yes, of course.
That custom.
I know you.
Custom fit?
I know you know. You're a professional.
Sorry. No, we can talk about the glove later. It's a very nice glove, though.
Industry standard. Industry secret.
Okay. Okay. Standard, but it's secret. Go ahead.
And the glove on my hand, and the special gel applied.
Yeah.
I reach down. I grasp. And in one swift, violent movement, I tear the flower out of the ground.
Oh boy.
Roots
Gets
intact.
me every time.
Oh boy.
The majesty of violence of action.
That's just so visceral. And I I understand you're not interested in telling me the flavor, but what does the Welch's do?
That's for hydration.
That's very important.
Okay.
I enjoy grape juice.
Oh, so you okay. That's not
Bill
an
is,
industry secret standard.
That's a Bill 1 secret.
Can't tell you. Secret. Sorry.
Oh,
Ancient
okay.
Proprietary secret. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so dang. Yeah, okay, that's much quieter than a bomb or a knife wielding trap.
Mhm.
So you can pull up the entire flower bed like in the dark of night. Figured we'd wait a couple weeks till the new moon.
Yes, of course, sir.
Yeah, okay.
It is our
Mhm.
busiest time of the year, though, so we need you to know that there are some things that you need to be prepared for us in advance.
Okay. Oh, okay, like all right, let's do this. What do I need to do to prepare?
Okay, so if you could go to Costco
Yeah, Bill 1. Yeah.
and in their juice section,
Yeah.
there's a very large jug of Welch's grape juice that they sell.
Large, like compared to standard mom and pop grocery store, or large for
Large compared to the normal mom and pop.
yeah,
grocery
because
store.
otherwise because that's normal for there. But
Yeah, it's it's a good 3 or 4 liters.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You might
Okay.
need someone to help you carry it. Is kind of what Bill is getting at. He beats around the bush a little bit.
they're pretty
Sorry.
helpful, but usually only out to the car, so no worries about them tracing me back to my house.
Little industry. humor.
Good. So just if that could be here on the 9th,
Just the juice.
just
okay.
the juice.
I bring the juice. You bring the gloves. Those flowers
Yes,
get
we
taken
will.
out.
Yes,
One thing. Bill 1, Bill 2, focus up.
go ahead.
Very important you don't go below root level
Okay.
on these flower mounds, okay?
That's gonna might throw a bit of a wrench in the pipes.
No
as it
wrench.
were.
No wrench. No wrench. We're all fine and good. Just gotta get those damned flowers off. And I can't touch them because they're pokey. So I need someone with a glove and gel. And Welch's grape juice, about 3
Mhm.
liters. Come take care of it silently. Don't let the neighbors know. Property values will plummet. Your discretion is greatly appreciated.
I don't think there should be any problem with us going below root level.
Thank you, Bills.
Yeah, no, I think we'll be fine on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Bill 2 specifically.
Yes. Now the one problem is, oftentimes the roots will grow downward into the coffins buried underneath. So if you were hoping to avoid that being found,
Your discretion is greatly appreciated.
Bill 2 is the professional. What can I tell you?
make it 2 bottles of grape juice.
You got it, Bills.
Ding.
Fucking John, the lightning. I was like, you picking up everything. I was like, all the offers I had, you were immediately like, that's it. And I was like, fuck, yes.
Oh, thanks. I hope that was actually what you were going for, Dave, with the
Yeah.
not below root level.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was it.
Cool. Well, that is Fruitwards. What fun that game is. Gardening and murder,
Que divertido.
like you do. And so with that out of the way, let's move it on to our next segmentos. the fresh maker, even. What have you been up to?
What have you been up to? To what up have you been?
Cody, what have you been up to?
I have been doing more voice work. I have a couple pieces ready for my commercial demo reel.
Oh yeah.
Starting to branch into the character demo reel. So lots of research, lots of practice, lots of like, never thought I'd be listening to commercials this closely, but they're not all good.
No.
Usually, like, you're like, oh, you assume some company, like a big company, like one you've heard of, spend a lot of money on their advertisements and their commercials, like a metric ton of money. And then the voice work is like, nicelyneat.com sells all your delightful. And you're like, what happened? Who listened to that and went, this is top tier. This is phenomenal. So it gives me hope. It is heartening, and I'm really looking forward to actually doing it for real. And I'm juiced, and I'm also fucking terrified.
Nice. Very cool.
Cody hears a bad ad. Hey, I can do that.
Oh,
Yep, that's basically the size of it right now.
No, you say I can do better than that.
I can almost, yes.
yeah.
Better.
I don't know if you've listened to any of the S&G carpet ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's very clear that it's like, oh yeah, my brother-in-law, he's such a good writer. He can just write our ads for us. He's so funny. And then, yeah, that's what they get.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Dave, what have you been up to?
Well, not a whole lot, just work stuff. I will say, I'm going to put this out there. You remember that super secret podcast project from over a year ago that was picking up on something that I had done years and years before and abandoned? And then I had to postpone it a year last year because I didn't have time. And then I was thinking, well, I'm probably going to have to postpone it again this year. Well, now I'm kind of thinking I should just friggin' go for it.
Okay.
And just push to try to do it.
Yes.
What's the worst that can happen? If I decide to postpone it, then I won't make any progress on it for another 9 months at least. Let's just push on it and see if we can do it. So that's something that's in the works, and we will see what happens because it's it's a 31 part project.
Whoa.
That's many parts.
And I'm barely 6 parts into it.
Okay.
So I don't know. We'll see. But I decided to go ahead and put in a big push for it and see what I can get done.
Awesome.
So we'll see. There might be more news for that in the future.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. What about you, Jay Hansey?
Well, mostly working. New job is still going good. I'm enjoying it. It's much more fulfilling than what I had been doing. Not that I hated what I'd been doing, but this is a lot more fun doing the IT stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's fucking so awesome.
Yeah. And I am, as of this recording, just coming off about a week of bachelordom. 'Cause my wife was out of town, and turns out that I'm a really bad bachelor, guys.
Define bad and don't make it sound too much like me, please.
Yeah, I just really miss my wife when she's gone.
Oh, kawaii.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound anything like me. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, having the whole bed to yourself, not as cool as I thought it would be.
Interesting.
You're ready to throw a party.
We've known each other long enough that I recall you once predicting that sharing a bed might not be to your liking.
Yes, and for the first, maybe week and a half or so, it was pretty crap. But then, once I sort of adjusted to it, it was nice.
All right.
I just had to get to that point of like not sleeping well enough nights in a row that I slept through anything. And then once that happened, my brain was like, oh yeah, we can do this forever now.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
something in Japanese, like Cody would say.
right. But yeah,
Thank
so
you,
that's
Phil.
pretty much all that's been up. And
All right.
now there's thunder outside. That's cool.
Sweet. Let's go.
Raining, I love
Mhm.
it.
Me too. Very cool.
So
Well, I'm
I'm-
glad you've been reunited.
Yes, me too. Well, I'm glad we've all been up to cool stuff. And now that we've heard about our cool stuff, it's time to hear about the world's weird stuff in our next segment.
What's weird in the world today? Yeah. What's weird in the world today?
Utterly ridiculous. Firefighters spend 3 hours removing cow stuck in a tree.
Moo.
Yeah, strap in. The whole thing's that way. A cow was removed from a tree by firefighters after the animal got stuck in a tight spot. A crew from Hampshire and Isle of Wight Fire and Rescue joked the incident was, quote, utterly ridiculous, unquote, after they spent over an hour trying to free the cow. The animal's head got stuck in a tree on Chebolton Common in Hampshire on Wednesday evening. The fire service was called at about 7:40 p.m. and worked with an animal rescue advisor to cut the tree and free the cow, but it took 3 hours. Mark Compton, who is the fire service's animal rescue tactical advisor, said, the animal rescue crew from Winchester worked to release the cow by enlarging the hole and manipulating the animal's head until it was free from the tree. Seeing the punny side, the fire service said on Twitter, the crew worked to remove the animal from the willow tree. 2 photos of the animal were shared by the fire service and showed front and rear views of the trapped cow. In one picture, the cow looked pretty disappointed with herself.
Jesus.
Yeah, so there's the
Oh.
picture.
Oh.
That's a
Doesn't
little
dis-
more reasonable than I was expecting in the beginning of cow caught in tree.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I found funny about this was it definitely felt like a bait and switch because I saw cow caught in tree. Okay, I must read this. This sounds interesting. And then to realize, oh, it just had its head stuck in between a couple trunks. And then like there's 2 puns in the whole thing, but by God, they do each of them several times.
Would you say they really milk those puns?
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm
And so,
sorry.
yeah, there's just this interesting, I don't know, like desperation to it. Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
cow got its head stuck in a couple of trees and the fire brigade came to get it out. And somehow in this town, that was newsworthy.
All right,
Lot
folks,
of-
circle up. Circle up.
Here
Yep,
we go.
Come on,
again.
reporters.
Circle,
All right.
circle,
Everyone who's a
circle.
reporter in this room, I need you over here.
Mhm.
All
This
right.
is a circle. I'm in the
All
circle.
right,
sir.
we are 90 minutes away from
Uh-huh.
publication, and we got a big old hole in page 2. All right.
Oh, boy.
Mhm.
So we need to pitch some ideas. So the only thing we have so far is a TikTok video of a dog that's wanting to cross the street, but every time he starts to go, a car comes by and he can't cross the street. That's what we got so far. We need to either figure out how to make this work on page 2 of course, the digital edition, or something else. All right. So let's start throwing out some ideas. Give me some bylines. Give me some pitches here.
I'm in the circle, sir.
Great.
There
Thank
was
you.
there was that the robbery on at the bakery a little while ago.
Okay.
I guess we could use that.
And that was a seagull that robbed a bagel.
The bagel was in the garbage, so it's technically
Inside or outside?
outside.
Ugh.
I mean, it belongs to the government, I think, technically at that point. So we could put a spin on it,
Well,
like it's
how
a
could we
federal
do that?
seagull commits federal offense.
That doesn't
Terrorist seagull seeks to undermine American democracy with food shortage. Possibly Russian and or Chinese seagull influences American food prices by creating shortage to drive the demand up and put good, hardworking Americans out of their homes.
Sir?
Like
Sir?
So 1 second. You're
I'm in the
Todd from the
circle.
international beat, right?
I'm in the
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
He's-
I get that, Terry. But you're Todd. Is that your name, Todd?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking.
You're
his name.
Terry.
Yeah.
We're
I'm in the
Terry, You're
circle.
in the circle. I understand.
I'm
that,
in the
Terry.
circle.
Terry, I understand you're in the circle. You've always been reliable as far as getting into the circle. I want a local focus.
oh,
So, Todd, try to ditch your international leanings.
it's gonna be tough.
Let's come up with something fun, something punny. We got to fit this on page 2, okay? People need to keep wanting to turn pages. Terry, you're in the circle.
Yes.
Now is your time.
That's what I'm in the circle.
God damn it. Always the bare minimum with you. Okay.
The international crime ring, the circle.
Huh?
I'm in it.
Oh,
Circleception.
oh,
Oh,
wait a minute. I've been running stories on them for weeks. And
Yeah,
you've
I've been
just-
feeding you those stories.
That was you. That was you. I knew I recognized that cologne.
Todd, it was Terry.
Yeah, he's in the
Terry
circle.
has been feeding Todd.
About the circle.
What about the circle?
Well, the guy in charge of it,
Yeah.
he has a pet cow. And I think that could be a good story for page 2.
So much better than the seagull thing. God damn it.
It's really adorable.
A pet cow.
A pet cow.
Now that would move this issue.
Oh. There you have it. That's what's weird in the world.
So weird.
Very weird.
In the world.
Trey
Today.
weird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Today.
Yeah.
Well, now that we have explored these things, these things we've been up to, these things in the world, now it's time to explore an improv game.
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
Well, every week on the podcast, we choose an improv game and try to play it. And this week's improv game is Press Conference. So in this game, one person plays a press officer or other official within an organization who is trying to downplay a scandal. And the other players play various journalists who are asking questions of that press official or other member of the organization.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Is there anyone who would like to play the one giving the press conference?
I'd be happy to. John, do you care either way?
I don't care either way. I do feel like you end up saddled with this a lot, though, Dave. So,
then.
if you would like to be one of the reporters, I can be the official.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. It's very thoughtful of you.
Mhm.
That guy, John. What a guy.
If there's one thing that I do every once in a while, it's think.
Under.
It happens, folks. This is proof.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming here on such short notice. I'm pleased to report that the danger has passed. The situation was resolved really better than any of us could have hoped. And I think that this should be a non-issue going forward. So I just wanted to tell you that. And I think we can call it a day.
Excuse me.
Yes, you over there. Uh-huh.
Hi, Bill Walton from the Times. I was actually wondering, could you give us a little bit more detail on what exactly this gray goo is?
Okay, well, the gray goo, I'm glad you asked about that. The gray goo is still being tested for its, specific elemental makeup. All we know is that it is no longer an active threat, since it can no longer shape itself into dangerous creatures. Yes, sir. Oh, in the back.
Yes, Mike Jacobson from the Detroit Times. What is this report that the CEO has been in contact with this gray goo prior to its deactivation? What are the consequences of that?
Oh, well, the CEO is doing very well. He has been airlifted to Sutter General Hospital, where he is currently responding well to outside stimuli. And we are not detecting any further signs of infection. And he should be back to whipping the board of directors into shape, in no time. Yes, sir. There, in the red jacket.
Yeah, hi there, Tony from the Times of Detroit. Yeah, I was wondering if you could tell us when will we be able to swim in or drink or even view water again?
Well, that is an excellent question, and the answer to that is that water is surprisingly less necessary a thing than many people assume. And I wouldn't worry too much about when we're gonna get the water back, because at the end of the day, we don't really need it that bad. It's nice to have.
Sorry to interrupt, but could I just put on I want this to be on the record. Flushing a toilet with sand doesn't actually work like you said it might in our last meeting. So just want to get that out there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that was a brainstorming session. So, thank you for doing the practical, applied research portion of that. We are generally going to leave that to our R&D team. But we appreciate your enthusiasm to try out these innovations that we're rolling out.
Yeah, a lot of upset people.
Yes, you in the blue hat.
Yes, thank you for recognizing the hat. I put a lot of effort into my outfit today. Stan Klee from the Barble Times.
Hi there, Stan. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing surprisingly well.
Good. That wasn't the question. Just so I was being polite. Like, there have been several reports. We're getting these coming in almost minutely of people using the water on their OnlyFans. I don't know what that is, but apparently people are in close contact with it a lot, and there are I don't know what half the coochies and things that have with the water and the goo. Can you tell me what's going on?
I can't speak for another corporation such as OnlyFans, but I will say that use of the gray goo for shall we say recreational purposes is not recommended at this time. And we having put out that disclaimer, cannot be held liable for anything that may occur as a result of that misuse of.
What are they doing with it?
Hi, Troy Radcliffe from the Having a Good Time website. Hey, look, we had a young fellow contact us via TikTok, said he hacked the gray goo and actually had a sample still and was able to make it do things like control his Roomba on vacation. So we were just wondering, like, what are the possible positive effects? We've heard a lot about the possible negative effects of the gray glue, and we've actually been reading about this for a long time in science fiction and so on and so forth, and people have been warning about this for a long time, but actually, couldn't it be good? And what about if it was good?
Well,
I'll take my question off the air. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we are having our R&D guys look into all possible positive applications of the gray goo now that it is, as far as we can tell, no longer sentient. And we're going to keep working on that and keep you well apprised of any progress we make.
Oh, yeah.
Thought you were going to take the answer off the air.
Oh, I call back in.
Okay.
Not a lot of people waiting in this phone queue, gotta say. Oh no, it's mysterious.
I mean, a lot of people died. A lot of people died.
Yeah.
Over here. Go ahead. Yeah. Mike Anderson Michelson from the Mike Anderson Michelson Anderson Times Sun Daily. You mentioned earlier, your last answer, as a matter of fact, that it had become sentient and it was no longer sentient. A lot of people actually already voted for the gray goo for mayor. How is that going to shake out?
Right. So first, I want to correct you, with your statement that it became sentient. As far as we can tell, it had always been sentient, and now no longer is. So just, like if we could get that on the record.
I'll write it down. It's official.
It was definitely always sentient. It had nothing to do with anything we did making it sentient. And that is something that we need it to be understood that is a legally distinct position. And so, yes, I, having said that, I think, your question answers itself. Next question. Yes, over here.
Yeah, hi. Look, I have a contact at DARPA that was saying that your company horribly and unethically mismanaged this project from the beginning, and we were just wondering if there would be any accountability for you and your team for this scourge of the earth that, whether sentient still or not, may actually bring about the end of the world. And whatever you say, can I write it down?
Okay. So you can write down that DARPA are a bunch of bitches.
DARPA? I can't say that. Could you give me an alternate?
Okay. DARPA are a bunch of poo-poo heads.
Thank you. That's publishable.
Yes, over here in the raincoat.
Oh yeah. I'm not from a. Okay. Oh no, I have to. Okay. Yes.
Hey, sorry, I'm in a raincoat too. Which one did you mean?
Me or him?
Because his is yellow and mine is blue.
Yeah, it's the Constantine looking motherfucker over here. Yeah.
I'm
blue.
Did you not see Constantine?
Yellow. Are you fucking stupid?
I'm not into that. Whatever that is.
I'm normal guy from the Normal Guy newspaper.
What, Constantine?
Just want to know how many people have heard about this perfectly normal gray goo that is safe.
Yeah, how many? How many people know?
And how many have been exposed? How many have been blessed with contact with the perfectly normal goo?
Well, I would say it depends on when you say how many people know, it depends on whether you are including the people who know but are now dead in that number. And so like if we don't include them, then it's really just about 50 people.
And most of them are here?
Yeah, most of them are here.
Good. No further questions, Your Honor.
Yeah, fine, blue raincoat guy.
Hello, I work for Grey Goose, and we would like to issue a cease and desist. Your product is getting confused with our vodka, and we really are hurting from this. So please stop. Please stop.
I mean, everything we've been doing for the past, several weeks has been about stopping the gray goo. Have you?
Goo, not goose. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. On a personal note, I support you. Thank you so much. I have been a fan of this for a long time, and it's so exciting to see it finally happening, and the end is nigh. But as the public relations person for Grey Goose, I must say, tisk, tisk, don't do anymore. Okay, thank you. Thank you, but also God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap things up right there. And thanks all for coming out. Please remember to get your gift bag on the way out. May God have mercy on our souls.
Mercy isn't real.
Ding.
Oh, Lord.
That was awesome.
I have to say,
that was so
I
good.
was scared at the beginning that maybe, just possibly, I was in a weird circle that knew about Grey Goo and the two of you didn't. I'm so glad you knew.
Oh.
I have no idea what you were talking about. I was playing along as best I could.
Oh, wow. So well.
What?
Wait, is Grey Goo a thing?
I know there's an RTS game called Grey Goo.
Oh my God. Yeah, basically it's like self-replicating nanobots.
Oh,
that run completely out of control and take
Von Neumann
over the world.
machines. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like they find their own resources to manufacture more of them, and
oh shit.
Yeah, it just kind of yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. My fear was absolutely true, but I felt like it wasn't, so I did fine.
I mean, you just did really good improv.
Somehow we got there though. The whole like it's no longer sentient thing.
Yeah.
Well, with that completed, it brings us to the end of this episode. That was the last segment.
Indeed.
Don't say.
There's nothing left. We're
Now.
out of barrels.
Zilch.
And we're going over the waterfall now.
1 kumquat -1.
Mm-hmm. And so we say goodbye. If there was anything about this episode that you liked in particular, you can send that to us at wastingallthetime.com/vote. We will compile a list of the favorite scenes that you have nominated, and have you vote on them and put them together in a special end of the year episode where we will count down the top 10 scenes as voted on by you, our loyal listeners. It's always a lot of fun. We like doing it, and we like seeing what weird ass random shit you decide is your favorite, because it's always interesting. And if there was anything you disliked in particular, anything that made you look at that months old tube of cooling gel for when you built your PC and makes you think, I wonder if drinking that would be better than listening to what I just listened to. And so you take that and you feed it to a chipmunk to watch it struggle with that. Just to see, like, is the pain it feels anything like the pain that I felt, and then that leads you down a path of terrible, terrible decisions, and you become a serial killer, because that's how serial killers start, by torturing animals, and you find yourself with a body count beyond what is reasonable, as though serial killing is reasonable in the first place. And you wonder, how did I get here? And you realize it was that scene on that improv podcast that I hated. Instead of doing that, you can tweet to me at Jay Hansen himself. That's my personal Twitter, and I never check it. So vent away. And with that, I think it is time to bid you all adieu. So I have been John.
I have been Dave.
I've been Cody. I remember this one.
And we wasted all the time.
Bon voyage.
Butts.
Good night, folks.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
Bye.